Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of
Dan Andrew's Garage.
And what do we have for everybody this week, son?
Gaslands Group Post-Apocalyptic build, Three Blind Mice.
That's right. This is our first post-apocalyptic build. And you'll probably notice a few things that are different. We've tried to give it a post-apocalyptic feel. We also lost a lot of our video because of a crash, but we're back on track. So why don't we get this thing up on the rotating car stand and see what we got to work with.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, and here we are. The Hot Wheels C3P0 Star Wars character car. It pretty much lends itself to a Gaslands build right off the bat, eh, son?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah. So I guess what we're going to do with this is probably, remove the tires, give it that old Gaslands look, and hopefully we can pull off something, as this is our first build. You know, we'll probably have to cut a few holes in it and make some cage-looking window, but yeah. All right, folks, and here we are. The Star Wars C3PO Hot Wheel special, kind of based off the, I guess, the VW Dragster van, but it's more looking a little bit like C3PO's face on the front, and, of course, the gold accents and his chest plate and wires and the one silver wheel that's supposed to, I guess, represent his one silver leg, as per the old series. But yeah, I've taken the liberty of drilling and tapping this and seeing what we have to work with. So let's take it apart. There we go. Oh, look at that. So we have this body, which I must say really lends itself to a post-apocalyptic build, in my opinion. It's pretty far out and almost looks post-apocalyptic right now. But yeah, so the body's kind of neat and interesting for any age. This massive sort of engine exhaust unit here, which is kind of neat. Once again, lending itself to the genre. And here we go. We have the interior, which kind of like holds off the wheels with this weird-looking, lightsaber-looking bumper. And you know, here's something about some of these Hot Wheels. Like, take a look at this this engine right here. Like, this is extremely detailed engine that you're never going to see. But look how cool it is. I think it, wow, look at this. I almost feel like I'd like to be able to cut this out and use it on another build. Like, this is a pretty detailed motor. And, of course, the cockpit here. So, yeah. So, here's what we got to work with. We have an internal unit here. We have the base. And, of course, the windshield section here, which is very small, but still kind of cool. And what else do we got? Yeah, we got the turbo engines here on the back. And, of course, we got that cool body. So, I guess what we should do now is decide how we're going to run forward. For sure, we're going to strip this thing. So, we got to strip this down and repaint it and give it kind of a post-apocalyptic color and weathering. And, yeah, also the interior, I don't think gold is going to work. And once again, I'm really on the fence about ripping off this engine. And I definitely think I got to do something with the tires as well. So, all right, everyone. Well, we took a bit of steel wool here and scratched down the body a little bit just so we can hopefully allow the stripper to get in there a little better and, you know, sort of do its job. But sometimes I find it doesn't act as good as I think it will. But we're going to give it a try anyway, especially since I'm getting dangerously close to the very end of my stripper supply here. So let's just get that happening now. A little bit on. Come on, we can do it. And there we are. So we'll let the stripper do its thing, and hopefully it'll work out well. All right, everyone. Well, we got our body out of the stripper, and there's still a little bit of paint on it, not too much, but as you can tell also, I've been drilling holes into this thing and making a few extra openings to accommodate our build, making the wheel well a little bigger on the front here. So once we take some files and make this all smooth and flat, and then we'll take the wire wheel to it, buff it up, and hopefully get it nice enough to go to paint and to get the nice coat of primer on. In addition, we are also going over here to the special liquid here that I'm using to get the chrome off this stuff. It's taking a little longer than I think, but so we have to leave it here for a bit. But I guess slowly but surely It is stripping, so we'll let that do its thing, and hopefully we should be going forward. So stay tuned. Well, all right, everyone. After like a couple of days trying to, put these things in the special solution that I have, it's super clean or what it is, it takes a long time to strip. I didn't want to leave it in the water too much. Some of these became stripped enough, but I'm going to probably put a base coat over these, just some primer to get them started on the paint. But yeah, I wish they would have stripped off a little more, but they haven't. I got a little bit on. I tried to use a bit of a brush, but I scraped a little too much off that dashboard, as you can see. But yeah, so here we are. We got some of the paint off, so it looks a little chippy, but yeah, it looks like it'll probably do for a base coat. Now, I've also, because I'm putting on some nice big tires here, as you can see, for this thing, for the build, I had to jack up the front suspension a little bit, so I used a suspension from another vehicle, which I've cobbled onto this, so we have a little bit of a stacked up front suspension with a large rear tire. We got a couple of these nice big fatties here, so these should be good. Hopefully, we'll see what goes down, and yeah. What we're going to do is also try to put together a gun turret for the top, as you can see, kind of like I think another one. My buddy there, who had a few extra spare parts, has given me this, which looks like it used to be a B-24 Liberator sort of nose gun, and I took out the little plastic guns because they're finicky and they'll break easy if you move the car around, and sort of retrofitted it here with some wire, which will look like a couple of elevating machine guns once we, paint them up black and get a little bit of paint on this thing too, which I hope to have on top of this model. But overall, all right, folks. Well, look, we got a nice coat of black primer on this, and that's not looking too bad. But I don't know if we can see it here, but we'll see if we can give a bit of light. It's you can see some of the relief here on this. Part you would never really see if you got this thing. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I mean, they got this nice sort of V8 engine that would have been deep inside this model if you had not have taken it apart. So it's kind of a cool engine here. So I just wanted to give everybody a little peek at that before she probably goes back inside when we put it together, and we won't see that, but maybe a little bit. We're gonna see. But yeah, so there it is. The it makes a certain, it certainly is a big difference when you prime this stuff from the gold or the chrome. You really see a lot more relief, and yeah, so that's kind of neat. Anyway, looks like things are on track, so keep watching. All right, folks, well, it's been quite a journey with this one, but I think we have a suitable candidate for a post-apocalyptic build here for the Gaslands group. And yeah, what do you think of the new thing, son?
It really does look insane. It's really cool, but I don't like the old one too much, but the new one's way more cooler.
Right on. Well, tell you what, without further ado, let's get ready for the reveal. All right, everybody, and here we are at Dad and Andrew's garage first attempt at a post-apocalyptic vehicle. What do you think of this guy, son?
The thing looks pretty cool. I like the way you put the skull on the front and add a little bit extra parts. It makes it look more like a post-apocalyptic.
Hey, well done. You actually pronounced that very well.
Thanks.
You had some problems there. Yeah, so we did add a few bits and pieces. We have the outrageous turret on top, which I seen a lot of these Mad Max vehicles always have some outrageous thing on them. And we sort of had to dig into the old bag of experience regarding when I used to do, the armored vehicles and the like. We sort of weathered it a little bit and gave it some dust coating and the like. But also, it would look a little dustier, but I put some flat clear over top because it's nothing worse than handling a vehicle and having all the dust and stuff come off in your hand. Or if you drop some water on it, then it comes off again. So as it stands, this is sealed up and able to be played with, as well as, it doesn't look too bad. We got that nice dingy look, like it's been in the Gaslands for a while.
True, that is a really good explanation for it.
Right on. Yeah, we used a bit of dry brushing and some old decals, and yeah, Steve gave us the turret. A buddy of mine at work that likes to It does some great ship models and has a lot of spare parts, especially airplane parts too, as you can see. So yeah, that's our first attempt at a post-apocalyptic build. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, we hope so. I hope so too.
Right on. And we'll probably play you out with a couple of glamour shots. And remember, if you like what you see,
Like and subscribe and smash that like button.
right on. And don't forget, check out all the other post-apocalyptic builds out there. The Gaslands group and the Three Blind Mice have some pretty awesome builders in this genre. And yeah, I definitely deserve a look. Think so?
Yeah, I think they definitely do.
All right, folks. Well, see you next time.
See you later, everybody.
Give me 5, give me